He's back, y'all! Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and this was very unexpected, you know. Here I am, just chilling, just hanging out, you know. I was actually working on getting my live stream set up, and, well, got some surprising news, as you can tell by the title of this video, and what I'm obviously showing off here is, yeah, Friede's back! Our boy Friede, Friede, or I guess man, I should say. Friede is indeed back. And not only that, we are going to get Roy versus Friede. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. I just want to preface that we don't have summaries for either of these two episodes that I'm going to be talking about. So I have no idea like what's going on in these episodes besides obviously Friede's return and then Roy versus Friede, so I have no idea what's going to be happening, so this is going to be pure speculation on my part. When we do get these summaries, I will make a follow-up video, but yeah, just know that we were ending off 2025 with Friede returning to Pokemon Horizons. So yeah, let's talk about it. But real quick before we get started, I just want to say, if you're someone that's brand new to the channel and you like this type of content, it'd be pretty cool if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, watch the video to the end and hit that notification bell, and also hype the video. Hypes are very important for smaller YouTubers such as myself. You can only do it within the first 7 days of a video releasing, and well, the video is out now on December 2nd, so by December 9th, you should be hyping this video, and I would definitely appreciate it if you did that because it really helps. Anyways, let's talk about these upcoming two episodes now, shall we? Okay, for the two episodes, we have episode 121 airing on December 12th for Pokemon Horizons, and it is titled The Catcher in the Sky. And then for episode 122 of Pokemon Horizons airing the next week on December 19th, it is titled Red Hot Wings, Roy vs. Friede. And also a quick note, there will not be an episode airing on December 26th. We will likely have a break that week, well, obviously for Christmas, and then likely we'll have another day off on the following Friday, which will be January 2nd, 2026. So more than likely, Horizons will be on break until January 9th of 2026 after this episode airs. So just a heads up for y'all when it comes to upcoming episodes for Horizons. We're probably going to get another winter break like we usually do. Okay, where do I begin? So obviously I have nothing to work with when it comes to these two episodes. We just know in the previous episode, for episode 120, we have the Dot Penny team up going into that Exceed Museum to get some info on the Requiem. So for these two episodes, I don't know what's happening after episode 120 to lead up to these two episodes. So my guess right now, without a summary, is that something is going to happen in episode 121 that's going to lead us to running into Friede again. In fact, something in episode 120 could even lead to maybe Friede showing up. So the episode 121 is titled Catcher in the Sky, so I'm curious to see what that's going to be about. Is that going to be maybe referring to Friede? Or something? I don't know. Is it Rayquaza? Hard to say, but I'm pretty sure that in this episode, we will be reuniting with Friede here. And then in the following episode, it'll be, you know, him like reuniting with everybody. And then having a battle with Roy, presumably in the latter half of the episode. So that's kind of like my early predictions for what's probably going to be happening in this episode, these episodes. Now, obviously, for Roy versus Friede, so I think the expectation for this one is it's going to obviously be a 1v1 battle. And we're going to have Skeledirge versus Charizard, and I am very excited for this episode. I'm very excited for this battle in general. This one's a long time coming, because you know that Skeledirge here has admired Charizard for a very long time. Looked up to Charizard as his hero back in the day when he was just a Fuecoco that didn't even know a single move, couldn't even use literally Ember. just looked up the Charizard. And here it is, finally going up toe-to-toe in it with a battle. Now, is Skeledirge going to come out on top? I'm not sure. I do think that Skeledirge is going to prove to Charizard that he's come a long way. He's come a long way since the days of not knowing a single move. And maybe he's going to give Friede a little bit of trouble, but I feel like ultimately Charizard will probably win, since Charizard's, you know, got more experience and has been battling for a lot longer. Would be what I think is probably going to happen. But it would be crazy to see Skeledirge pressuring Charizard. It would show that Roy has come a long way since being a noob trainer back at the beginning of Horizons to now, where he's more of a veteran trainer now, and he's a lot more competent. And Friede's actually probably going to be surprised at how much progress the kids have made. He's going to show up and he's like, wow. You know, you got Roy, you got Skeledirge, you got you got a Lucario, Liko, you got, you know, your team is looking pretty good too. He's not going to be aware of Charcadet, obviously, and then Dot with her team as well. And then probably it's going to be interesting to see Alt meeting Friede for the first time. That's going to be interesting as well. But yeah, I am interested to see Friede's reaction to everybody. But obviously, when it comes to this battle, I'm very excited to see what happens here. I think that it's going to be a good one. It's a good way to end off this year. I mean, I will say I am very surprised that we're getting Friede already. Honestly, I was not expecting it to be like this soon. My expectation was it was going to be happening towards the end of the arc, but I did say in a previous live stream that I wouldn't be surprised if Horizons actually gives us Friede earlier than we're expecting, because, well, the Rising Volt Tacklers did reunite a lot sooner than we were expecting in Mega Voltage, and, well, going into this arc, you know, I had a feeling that, you know, I feel like it could go either way, where we'd be meeting Friede later on or partway through the arc, and, well, I don't even think we're even halfway through this arc, and we're already running into Friede, so, yeah, the pacing is just, like, lightning fast in Horizons lately. Anyways, yeah. Look forward to this episode when it airs on December 19th, and obviously the previous episode too on December 12th. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this. So real quick before we end off the video, I just want to say I'm curious to see what Friede's been up to in this last year. I'm expecting to get some flashback scenes from Friede's perspective as to what he's been doing this last year, because obviously the Explorers have had their tabs on him, and when he left that phone message to the Rising Volt Tacklers, he could only do it, and you know, knowing that he was far enough away from the Explorers to make that call. So I'm very curious to see what Friede's been up to in the last year, and my expectation is that we're going to get some flashbacks showing what he's been doing and what happened to him this last year, and why he hasn't been able to reunite sooner with the Rising Volt Tacklers. Because I'm very curious to see what my boy Friede has been doing in off-screen land. So anyways, look forward to these episodes when they air on December 12th and December 19th respectively. Alright everyone, that's all I got for this video, and like I said, I'll be making a follow-up when we get summaries for these episodes, just because, well, don't really have a whole lot to go off of based on just the titles alone. Just a little bit, obviously. I mean, Friede and then Roy vs. Friede alone gave me some material for this video, but I want to know what's actually going on in these episodes. So once we get these summaries, we'll have a little bit more context, so I will more than likely make a follow-up video when we get said summary, so look forward to that when the time comes. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you happy that Friede's back? What do you think Friede's been up to in the last year? And then Friede versus Roy, or Roy versus Friede, however you want to say it. Skeledirge versus Charizard. How well do you think Skeledirge is going to fare against Charizard here? Think he's going to do pretty well? Hold his own? Going up against his master? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And guys, have a good day or night, and I will see you all later. Bye now.